and do my spiel. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Thursday, May 18th of 2023, and we are convening a session of the Philadelphia Tax Review Board. My name is Melissa Andre. I'm the Executive Director, and it is my duty to note to please be aware that this is a public hearing and it is being recorded. Because the meeting is public, participants and viewers have no expectation of privacy, and by continuing to be in this meeting, you are consenting to being recorded. In addition, this recording will be posted on the Tax Review Board website. At this time, I'm going to pass control of the board to our chair, Nancy Kammerdieder, and I also want to note for the record that board members Paula Weiss and Dominique Ward are here. Nancy?
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. We're going to start, as has been indicated, with the Tax Review Board decision on the John Joyce cases. And I understand that someone is here representing them. If you would identify yourself for the record, please.
Yeah, I'm here for John Joyce, Richard DeMarco.
Okay, and you're an attorney, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't need to swear you in. And who's here for the city on this matter?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen here on behalf of the city to hear the decision.
Okay, fine. Thank you. And I don't think we're just reading the decision into the record, so I don't think we need to identify anyone else as a backup at this time. The first item is a docket ending in 8871. And on this matter, the board grants the petition. The second item is a docket ending in 9253, and there are a few points to enter into the record on this one. The board finds that the city's contractor conducted duplicative work already completed by the EPA and charged by the super lien, specifically the epoxy and sidewalks. The board finds it probative that the city's contractor provided no itemized bills, no work orders, or corresponding invoices with specific costs regarding the work completed. The board also notes that there were no competitive bids and finds petitioner's Exhibit 6 a more realistic and accurate reflection of what the cost of the work should have been. As such, the board decision is to reduce the principal to $130,000 and abate 100% of the penalty. We ask that the petitioner make payment agreement within 30 days of the board's determination. You'll get a letter that spells out our decision. Both sides do have the right to appeal to the Court of Common Pleas within 30 days of the date of that letter. I'm going to assume for the moment, however, that neither side is going to choose to appeal. And if that proves to be the case, the last item that I mentioned should come into effect right away. And that's that the petitioner would make payment agreement within 30 days of the board's determination. And are there any questions about the decision that's been entered into the record?
No.
Okay.
No, I thank you for your time.
And the city, any questions on the determination that's been made?
Just to clarify, it was reduced the principal to 130,000.
I have it down as 130K on the notations we have, so that would be 130,000.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure I recorded accurately.
Okay, no, that's fine. Better to confirm it now. We thank you very much for coming in, Mr. Fonseca, and excuse me, Mr. Davis. I'm looking at numbers and up here. I'm looking at everybody but the right one, Mr. DeMarco. Thank you very much for joining us today. And if you have any questions later, please let us know. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for your time.
We have one other item on our agenda that has 6 component parts, and you're certainly welcome to leave us at this juncture if you
Will do. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. DeMarco.
Thank you. Thank you, Melissa.
At this time, I do want to note it is approximately 2:11. I have no petitioners here at 100 South Broad Street, and I also have nobody in the virtual waiting room. So I hope the city can provide us with some.
Let me turn to the city for a moment and see whether they have any insider information here. Who has this matter for the city? This is a matter for Lawrence Construction LLC. There are 6 component parts. I won't read all of them until we hear whether or not there is something that we are going to be going forward with.
Yes, good afternoon, Dejanay Davis on behalf of the city of Philadelphia. With regards to the 6 matters listed today, the city did enter into an agreement with the petitioner back in January. So with regards to these matters, they're essentially moot. The petitioner was supposed to withdraw their appeals per the agreement, but I see they did not do that. If the board would like me to provide a copy of that agreement with regards to these bills, I'm also happy to do that as well.
I think that would be a very important thing to have, because otherwise, from our standpoint, this is an open matter. So we need to have something that shows that indeed there has been a settlement agreement or some activity on this case that we need to note for the record.
Ms. Davis, if you saw that we had if you had seen this a little bit in advance and you knew that they withdrew, next time, can you just shoot me an email? Because then I could have scheduled something else.
Yes, no, I'm sorry. I was actually trying to figure out the customary way of, if I should.
No
send
problem.
that.
Shoot me an email if you have any questions, but we could have definitely used this day for something else. So especially if you had known that it was settled back in January. So next time, just shoot me an email and I will quickly put something else on the docket.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
And because of that, I'm not going to read each docket number into the record, because we basically are going to be identifying this as this matter has been settled. And we'll have the documentation on that to put into the record afterwards.
Actually, Nancy, I think you can read them into the record. Miss.
Oh, okay, fine. I just thought we could
And then
pass that, but far better to identify.
And if the board can just note no action is necessary, I think that would be a great way to resolve these matters.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. I'm sorry I talked over you.
It's okay.
These are all for Lawrence Construction LLC. The last 4 digits of the docket here are as follows: 9805, 9806, 9776, 9768, 9775, and 9769. The board decision here is that there's no action needed. Do I have concurrence from the other board members?
Dominic Ward, I concur.
Paula, you were on mute when you flashed it. Now you're on mute again.
Paula Weiss, I concur.
And Nancy Cameron, I concur. Do we have any other items that anyone wants to bring to attention of the board at this time? Seeing no one have any, I thank you all for participating, and this hearing is adjourned.
Thank
you all.
And Ms. Andre, I
Have a
did
good
just send you
afternoon,
the
everyone.
copy of that agreement.
Perfect. I'm going to print it out and just put it on top of it.
All right, sounds good. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.
Have a good one.
Very good. Thank you all.
Bye-bye. Again,
Hi, Nancy. Have a good one.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.